Salon Innovations. Thanks for joining me here today. I want you to know that I have my coworker. His name is Ben Retson. He's here with me today as well, and he's going to be watching the chat. So if you have any questions throughout this live, please make certain that you post them in there. He'll just unmute himself and ask me your questions. So this is a live that is going to help us all get prepared for the months of November, December, the $12.99 Solution Style Sale, as well as getting ready to sell our gift sets. So we're pretty excited about this. Let's go a little bit through why Solutions and Grit are such great products for you to be able to educate and recommend to the customers that are sitting in your chair. I think the first thing is that everything is truly aligned with Great Clips, so it's great brand exposure. The next is that the systems are specific for any of your customers' needs. It's a really proactive approach to diversion, and there's a wide range of products that are for any kind of hair care challenges. And one of the things that I really love about these Solutions by Great Clips line is that we at Salon Innovations work really hard to update formulas. Anytime we hear there's anything new, we're always striving to bring you something new and exciting. So be prepared, because in 2024, we've got some really great stuff coming down the line. So I want to talk to you a little bit about how I planned on doing this class with you today. I wanted to make certain that we actually went through all of the different styling categories. And the reason why I think that this is important is because we have a wide range of stylists on here, and anywhere from veterans who have been in the industry for 20 years to brand new stylists, fresh out of school, or barbers that are here with us, fresh out of school. And I think that sometimes it's kind of a nice refresher for those of us who have been around a while, and to really help clarify kind of the different categories of products. So the first set of products that we're going to be talking about today is primers. Now, in the Solutions line, we have a primer. It is called the Quick Dry Pre-Styler, one of my favorite products. What are primers? It's kind of like when you think about putting on makeup and you put on a makeup primer, it kind of is the glue that holds styling products together. But it has a lot more to it than that. Primers help to soften, moisturize, detangle, and it helps to improve manageability of the products. Plus, it provides a thermal and a UV protection while reducing the drying time. It also helps to detangle. This product adds incredible shine. It helps to defrizz. It makes drying easier. It has anti-breakage properties, and it improves manageability. This is a product that I tend to use every single day because I have naturally curly hair, and I don't like to wash my hair every day. So I actually start my day with this as a way to prime my hair to style on those off days when I'm not shampooing. Now, there is a little caution with this product. This is not a cutting tool. This is not something that you're going to put into the hair prior to cutting, because it actually could damage your shears or your clippers. So you want to make certain that you're not using this as a cutting tool, okay? Next, what we're going to be going over is pomades. Now, pomades are really designed to give that a slicked, neat sort of look to the hair that has a high shine and control to it. So this is good for all hair types. You can have somebody who has medium to coarse hair, or actually curly hair can use pomades. And it really helps when you're wanting to create kind of a stylized look. Now, there's two types of pomades. There's an oil-based pomade. That's our men's pomade. And usually the oil-based pomades are either a grease type or a petroleum-based product. And then there's a water-based pomade. Now, water-based pomades are a little bit different. They're designed to allow you to achieve a similar look, but they don't have as heavy of a hold, and they're super easy to wash out. Now, I wanted to actually talk a little bit about our texturizing pomade. I love this product. And oftentimes I think that it's a little bit misunderstood, partially because it's not as heavy as our men's pomade. Well, when you've got a customer that has fine hair, this is a nice product to be able to use with them and get them into, because it's still going to give them that polish and shine that they're looking for without weighing the hair down too much. And of course, it's our job as hairdressers and barbers to make certain that we're showing them the proper amount to put in their hair. But I have a feeling that a lot of us don't know that this is also a great way to break up curl, either curl that we have put in with a flat curling iron or naturally curly hair. And I love using this because I love the shine. But when you're going in and you're using a pomade to break up curl, don't be afraid to get your customers into this, because it's going to give them that little bit of control that they're looking for, but it's also going to give them the shine. So I tend to like to put this product in their hair damp if it's naturally curly hair. But if it's a curling iron set, then I'm actually just going to put a light amount and go in and break up those curls once they've cooled. So definitely, practice with this pomade, because it really is a great one to get any of your customers that have naturally curly hair or baby fine hair in. Next, what we're going to be talking about are putties, waxes, and clays. Foundationally, no matter what, a putty or a clay tend to be a little bit firmer in texture, and it's actually going to impart an incredible amount of texture in the hair. They tend to have a strong setting power to them, but they also provide flexibility and movability. So what does that mean? Flexibility and movability, but also strong setting power. If you have a customer that needs to have like a more polished look during the day, and then they're going to go out to happy hour afterwards, these products are really great to be able to go in and kind of reformulate it or push the hair into a new style, especially if they were to go in and just put a little bit of water on their hands. They can go in and rework it because they don't harden like gels or mousses. So you're going to be able to get more elongated looks or elaborate looks that you're trying to do, but it's super easy to restyle them. And then they can also be used on varying hair lengths. So we're not just stuck with it being on clipper cuts or short haircuts. And they actually can go anywhere from a high polish to a natural finish. So we have pliable putty, we have flexible style, we have our matte clay, and one that didn't get on here is our tea tree texture. So I actually want to talk a little bit first about pliable putty. Pliable putty it's pretty heavy, you guys. So this really works great on anyone that has medium to coarse hair. And when you're working with this product, one of the things that's super important is to make certain that you're putting a little water in your hands first. You don't have to soak your hands, but just a little bit of water. What does that do is it actually makes it so it's easier to emulsify the product. Now, whenever you're working with a putty, a wax, or a clay, you have to heat up your hands. Why? Because we have to kind of melt the clay or the beeswax that's in there. And a great way to do that is to actually just clap your hands together. Once you do that, the blood starts rushing there, and then rub your hands together to create that heat. Now, when I apply any of these products, one of the things that I like to do is I just go in there and I actually just put it in the hair. And sometimes I'll take that hair and just put it into its umbrella shaping. Once it has sat on there for like 30 seconds, so you can just go and maybe dust off your clipper or your trimmer while you're waiting for that to set up. Because remember, we just melted it. And now it has to set. And once it's set, then we can go in and actually formate or create form in the hair to what kind of style it is that we are trying to achieve. I want to also talk about our tea tree texture, okay? Tea tree texture, to me, even though it sits in this putty clay wax category, it can also go into a pomade category because this is a high shine and it can produce really slick back looks. But if you look at the texture of this, you can see that it's kind of glue-like. And so it actually can create really great texture and separation in the hair, high shine. It is really good for medium to coarse hair or anyone who has like jet black hair because it makes the hair really stand out and look very shiny. It also, of course, has coconut oil in it, and coconut oil is really good for the hair, as well as it is really good for the scalp. So it's not going to create any kind of itchiness that's going on there. All right. No, so next, let's go into our pastes. Pastes have a thicker consistency, and their texture can range from something like toothpaste to like thick tacky glue. And they give a medium to firm hold. And some of them will have a natural matte finish like our men's molding paste, or it will have a little bit of shine to it or a touch of shine like our tea tree paste. Pastes are probably the most versatile of all hair products that are out there because they really are really easy to apply into the hair. Again, you want to use the same principles though, you know, rubbing paste into the hair between the fingers and the palms, softening it up. This is going to allow you to get that great even distribution. Don't be afraid to comb it in, let it sit on there for a couple seconds, and then go in and form the style that you're trying to achieve. I think that a lot of us don't really understand pastes very well yet, or I'm going to talk about our tea tree paste. Tea tree paste is a little bit lighter. Our men's molding paste is a little bit on the heavier side. So if you're trying to get a customer with finer hair or less density into the hair, get them into the tea tree paste because it definitely will work on their hair type a little bit better than the men's molding paste. However, our men's molding paste is one of our #1 pastes that we sell at Salon Innovations. Taffys. Now we have, of course, Designing Taffy. This is a great product. How many of you guys absolutely love Taffy? When I talk to people across the country, when I'm teaching classes, I'm going to say Designing Taffy is probably one of their favorite. It's really great for women who are looking for short, sassy styles when you're trying to enhance any texture or razoring that you've put into the hair. It helps create that separation with a flexible style, and it remains soft. It doesn't get stiff, as the day goes. It's actually moldable. You can change or switch up the style a little bit, but it also does create really great memory in the hair. So once you apply this into damp hair, that's my suggestion. And then as the hair dries, it's going to have great memory into the style that they've placed into their hair or that you've placed into their hair. One of the things to remember about Designing Taffy, though, is a little goes a long way. You can overuse this product, and if you're using it on somebody, because this is for all hair types, you can use this from baby fine to thick coarse hair. But we want to make certain that on that baby or fine hair, we're not overusing the product because it will actually weigh down the style instead of enhancing the style. All right. Next, I'm going to talk
Hey
about
Sharon,
styling creams. Yes.
we have a question from Sierra. She's asking if the oil is a styler.
If what is?
If the oil is a styler.
What oil? Savannah,
Oh.
I need you to tell me what oil. See if she types in. I'm going to keep talking, Ben, while you're waiting for her to answer that. So styling creams. We have a lot of styling creams in the Solutions and Grit line. So hair creams are a lotion type consistency. They can be reworked throughout the day. There is a range of holds from heavy to light, light to heavy. And they add definition and style to the hair. And one of the things that I love about styling creams is that it encapsulates the whole hair strand. And some of them can actually soak into the hair strand, like our glossing cream. Some of the most popular creams out there that we use, of course, are the glossing cream, fiber cream, and the boosting blow up cream. Those are really popular ones. But I did want to talk a little bit about our men's molding cream. Did we have an answer to that question, Ben, yet?
Yes, she was referencing the nourishing oil, but Tiffany answered her in the chat.
Nourishing oil, we don't consider that a styling product. We consider that something that would be used to make the hair healthy. You could use that as a primer if you wanted to, and then apply product over that. Because nourishing oil soaks deep into the cortex of the hair, and it doesn't tend to sit on the surface after a while. Did that answer your question? I hope it answered the question. All right, I want to talk about men's molding cream. So men's molding cream, I think that a lot of us use it. We know how to use it, but I think that some of us don't know that there's a hidden piece to men's molding cream. Now, what I love about men's molding cream is if I'm going to put it in damp hair, I'm just going to go in and I'm going to style that hair any way that I want. And it's going to give the hair this really nice natural shine. And it's also going to give us that ability to fold and more mold the style into whatever it is that we're wanting. But if you actually apply heat to this product, it changes the product completely. So how did I discover this? So I have a 90-year-old mother, and I go and I curling iron her hair, a couple times a month. And one day I happened to have men's molding cream in my bag, and I thought, well, this is all I have. I'm going to try it, Mom. And I actually put it into my mother's hair, and I didn't use a lot. A little of it went a very long way. And I blew dry her hair up, and then I took a curling iron and I pressed it into her hair. Two things happened. One was that it actually created a curl that was so similar to a roller set that it absolutely surprised me. And then the other thing was that it took it from a natural shine to a little bit more of a matte finish. So if you haven't had an opportunity to play around with this product, to go out there and test it with a blow dryer, curling iron, or a flat iron, try it out, you guys. It's really probably the most unique transformation of a product that you're going to have an opportunity to participate in, because it completely changes the product. Absolutely. Now I want to talk a little bit about curl taming cream. Curl taming cream is another product that is good. It's in our curl line, and it's meant to be used on naturally curly hair. But when you're going in and you're actually formulating those curls, don't be afraid to go in here. I'm going to see if I got time. I'm going to pull out my curly hair mannequin really quick here, you guys. And I'm going to use some of the curl taming cream. I love this product. It is something that I use in my hair. I do have naturally curly hair, and it is a favorite of mine to use. And when you're going to go in and you're going to use a curl taming cream, you see how white it is? It's really white. So you got to get it past the white before you're putting it in the hair. And once you get it past the white and it starts getting spotty in your hands, okay, now it's spotty, okay, I want to go in, and how I would use this product, I would use it on damp hair. I wasn't going to show this, so I didn't prepare my mannequin very well. But one of the things that we can do is you take this product, you do what is known as praying hands. So you actually put the product right on the curl, and then you're going to go in and you're going to just put it into a ringlet. And if I were doing this in the salon, I would actually take very large sections, not little sections, and just let the customer walk out with that curl in, those curl formations on their own. Curl taming cream is such a versatile style for people who have anywhere from waves to these thick coily curls, that it is a wonderful product to get into their hands. And it doesn't have to just be for curly, curly, curly hair, okay? So definitely check out this product if it's not something that you're very familiar with. and use it in a way that helps your customers kind of elongate their curls and give it a lot of great curl definition in the hair. Then the last thing that I wanted to just touch on is Crazy Curl Cream. I love Crazy Curl Cream. It's really lightweight. The kids really like it. It's very soft and gentle. It's not heavy. And we know that children who have baby fine hair, this curl products tend to get really heavy on the hair shaft. And they, that kind of hair just can't support it. So this is what I love about this product is that it has sunflower in it and extract in it. And it actually is very soft. It kind of smooths down the cuticle and it really helps break apart curls and reduces frizziness and fuzziness. Adults can use this too if they like a banana fragrance. All right. Any other questions yet, Ben? We good? All right, next, you guys, let's go into gels. These are the workhorses. We all love a good gel in our life. They actually are created to keep hair stationary. You apply them to wet hair and it holds the shape that you're trying to achieve. And it leaves the hair shiny, and it comes in a variety of holds and strengths from light to strong. Strong hold gels are going to produce more stiffness. The lighter gels are going to make the hair more manageable and emphasize any kind of waves or texture that you're putting in the hair. But I want to talk a little bit about our spray gel. Now, spray gel, a lot of stylists have used this for flat tops. So if you have never considered using spray gel as a flat top gel, I want you to consider it. And the reason why is that it's actually a little bit more pliable. It's not quite as stiff as if you're using a deep alcohol-based spray gel. And it actually lifts the hair up with a little bit more movability. So when you're going in to put in that flat topper comb, it doesn't feel like you're trying to get through, a crispy shell. So it's a little bit easier to produce a really great flat top. The other thing is that men really like spray gels because they don't have to get their fingers sticky and weird. Now, another gel that is important to think about is our Wacky Gel. Wacky Gel is in our kids line. Very lightweight gel. If you were to actually use this gel or teaching a young child how to use this product, make certain that they understand that it is very, it's called serous. It's very loose, it's almost watery when it comes out. So a little of this goes a very long way. And they can just apply it to damp hair, style their hair, and let it dry up. Now, I don't know if any of you have ever thought about this, but a lot of gels, and this gel in particular, is a wonderful product to put into, say, a little girl who has baby fine hair, and we're going to be putting in curling iron curls. What you would do is you would put in the crazy gel, dry the hair up completely, and then go in and curl the hair. And that curl is going to stay in a lot longer than if there is no product in the hair at all. And because crazy gel is so lightweight and it's good for that baby fine hair, it actually is going to really have great memory and it produces a good hold. So definitely use that on any little girl that you're trying to put in any kind of curling iron set into it. The other two gels that I wanted to—
Hey Sharon, we have a question.
Yeah, sure.
Kayla is asking what you would pair with the curl taming cream if a person has fine yet thick natural curly hair. The top is flat with the cream and weight.
Oh, I would use the Hydro Souffle, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. I love combining those two together, the Hydro Souffle and the curl taming cream. It's a beautiful marriage. Seriously, it actually thickens up the curl taming cream for somebody who has that little bit of a coarser texture of hair. And you're going to see that it's going to create an even stronger curl formation. And I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. I hope that answered your question. So let's go to Firm Hold Gel and Firm Style. Firm Hold Gel is our strongest gel that we have in our whole lineup. And this is a product that actually can be used with heat. Actually, all of our gels can be used with heat. None of them will flake as long as you're not using too hot of a blow dryer. So whenever you're blow drying in a gel, it is really important to make certain that you have your blow dryer setting on medium. All right, because the higher the heat, the easier the gel is going to flake off. But I haven't really experienced much flaking with any of our gels. The other gel I want to talk about is Firm Style. I love Firm Style. It's probably our most popular gel out there. And that's because it's a glycerin-based gel, which is very different. And it actually is touchable. And I think that that's really different than most gels. Most gels, you put it in, you feel like you kind of got this, hard shell on your head. Firm Style actually creates incredible memory. So let's say that you go in, you style the hair out in Firm Style on damp hair, and as it dries, that person can actually go in and rake their fingers through their hair, and it's going to create incredible memory, and it's going to keep that nice natural shine finish that goes with it. Last but not least, I want to talk about Hydro Souffle. Now, I love Hydro Souffle. It is a jelly gel-like texture. And what's really cool about Hydro Souffle is that, again, when you're using it on naturally curly hair, it is a product that you can mix or cocktail with curl taming cream. Now, I want to kind of show you the jelly-like consistency that this has. Now, this product, though, is never, ever going to get too stiff or sticky, but it's called casting. It casts the curls. And when you go in to cast a curl, what's really great about casting is once that product dries, that's the curl. And it's gonna hold that curl in place. So this particular gel or jelly actually does amazing casting, especially if you're trying to really go in and put in some more elongated curls or curls that, you got some of those customers, you guys, where they've got like a wavy on top and then that little bit of curl here and then really curly in another part of the head. Souffle actually can help you get a little bit more of an even formation, but you do have to manipulate the hair. So definitely teach them, if they don't have any curl on the top of their head, like they've just got a wave, then they want to put in the jelly, praying hands, do that praying hands thing, going in and twisting that curl and allowing it to dry or set right in that position. And once it's dried, you're going to see that they can actually create a little bit more uniform curl throughout the head. I hope that explained that or answered your question. But definitely, this is a great gel for those customers who have really inconsistent curl going on. All right, I'm going to check my time here really quick. Oh, we're doing really good. Any other questions out there, Ben, right now?
Nope, nothing right now.
All right, cool. All right, so let's move on. I want to talk about mousses and foams. Whenever we think about foams, yes, you can use it in curly hair. And I'll bring her back in a minute. But mousses and foams are one of those things where you can either put it into damp hair and let it dry naturally, or you can use it to create incredible memory as you're using a dryer. And so mousses, I think a lot of us, foundationally, we love these kind of products because they really help our customers at home who are trying to achieve any kind of like curtain bang or a high bump in the back, things like that. And they're using their own round brushes and that kind of stuff. Mousses really fit the bill for that kind of detailed work in styling. So the first mousse that I do want to talk about, though, is, of course, our curled whip mousse. Now, curled whip mousse, and I should have kept my curly mannequin girl on here. Forgot to do that. I want to make certain that we're all really aware of how to use this product correctly. Okay. Got to shake the can good. All mousses, you need to make certain that you're shaking the can, and that's specific for a mousse, not a foam. Foams don't need to be shaken. Now, a lot of us, when we actually dispense mousses, tend to hold it at this angle. And what ends up happening is that when you hit the dispenser, air just comes out. So you always want to make certain with Pearl Whip mousse that you're tipping it straight up and down, okay? And then once you've done that, it's going to come your product, all right? Now, oh, my cap just came off. Now with this product, I don't tend to like to rub it. I like to just put it into the hair as it is and work it in that way, like by raking it through, especially if I'm using it on naturally curly hair. So I don't rub this product at all. I just scrunch it into the hair and formulate the curl naturally as it lives. All right. Now, the next mousse that I want to talk about is our volumizing foam. We have a lot of baby fine hair customers who are coming into our salons. And one of the things about baby fine hair customers is the biggest problem that they're dealing with, other than lack of density, is oil. And so they tend to deal a lot with greasy hair. So whenever we think about getting our customers into the right products, first and foremost, I always will say our volumizing shampoo and conditioner, hands down, is the best for anyone who has baby fine hair and is dealing with an oil issue. And the reason why that is because it has clary sage in it, which actually removes oil from the hair, and it has lemongrass, and lemongrass actually plumps up the cuticle. So great products for baby fine hair customers. The other thing that is the nemesis of baby fine hair is that their hair, even though it's oily, can actually get damaged very easy. And alcohol seems to be a major culprit in that. And they tend to use a ton of products that have alcohol because they're trying to get that lift, they're trying to get that volume in their hair. Well, our volumizing foam is formulated specifically for that customer with baby fine hair. What's really cool about volumizing foam is that, number one, it has an eco-friendly dispensing system. There are no OVCs that are a part of this. So you don't have to shake it. You don't have to worry about letting any air out. You just have to give it a nice, good pump. Don't be afraid of this product, okay? Get a good golf ball size amount in your hand. Now this this foam, we do want to put into our hands. We want to emulsify it a little bit. And when I go to apply this product, I always like to start underneath and work my way up under the head. Whoops, sorry, stay on there, girl. And work that all the way through from the top, from the base or the nape of the neck up into the top of the head. And then I'm going to just comb that mousse through. Then I'm going to go through and I'm going to style it any way that the customer wants. It's just such a great product. And when it's all said and done, you guys, it produces the most beautiful shine. That's really a natural polish or finish. And they don't have to worry about their hair drying out. Now, the next mousse, it's not really considered a mousse, but I got to talk about it as a mousse because it kind of is, even though we don't put the word mousse on it. And that's our Root Booster Thickening Spray. Now, Root Booster Thickening Spray is all about volume, but you have to understand Root Boost Thickening Spray and volumizing foam love heat. So in order to get the type of volume that you're wanting to achieve, heat is a part of the process. No matter what, you have to use some heat on either one of these. So when I am applying or using Root Booster, okay, I like to go in sections. So I'm going to take the hair and I'm going to part that hair off into sections. I want to make certain that I'm shaking the can very well. Now, when we think about creating volume, all right, where the most heat on the head is, because this product loves heat, is from the scalp about 2 inches down. That is also known as hot roots or the hot shaft of the hair, okay? So when I go in to apply this product, I want to have it with a little bit more control. I'm going to go about probably 4 inches from the head, and I'm just going to spray it right on the section that I want this in. And I'm just going to go in and rub that in with my fingers. Then I'll go to the next section, work my way up, and apply again. Right on that section and work that down through. Now you can take this down to the ends of the hair. However, it is important to make certain that you're holding it farther away, not 4 inches, but about 8 inches away, and just give it a light spritz. Then you can actually go in and bring that product all the way down from mid shaft to ends. The reason why you don't want to put as much on mid shaft or ends is it actually is a little bit too heavy. And really where you're wanting that volume is up here at the scalp. Any questions on our mousses and foams, you guys? Good information, I hope. Awesome. All right, now we're going to talk about thermal protectants. And we have a lot of protectants. We have our brand new thermal protectant. I love our thermal protectant that we just launched. I believe it was last year. Okay. And this has a fast drying time if you're using it with a blow dryer, but it's perfect for protecting the hair from curling irons and flat irons. It fights frizziness. It offers an incredible shine. And the other thing is that it has a lasting memory. And I think that sometimes thermal protectants don't have a lot of styling ability to them. Ours does. I have to tell you that we've actually had incredible feedback on this. It's not quite as heavy as other thermal protectants that are out there that are our styling products. And I think you all know who I'm talking about. Those are great products, but they're heavy. And not only that, they get really stiff and sticky. This doesn't do that. It dries really fast, but you guys, the memory is incredible. Next, I want to go back to Quick Dry Pre-Style. Okay, again, one of my favorite products. I just wanted to call out the fact that this actually is a thermal protectant as well. Speeds up dry time, and the shine that it imparts is incredible. And then the last one I want to talk about is glossing cream. Now, our glossing cream does it all. And I know that there are a lot of fans out there on glossing cream because you can use it as a cutting aid. It's one of my favorite cutting aids, actually. Why? Because it kind of eliminates that frizziness and fuzziness that happens as you're cutting hair. And it actually keeps the hair moist as I'm working through the style. It actually protects from heat damage. It reduces all the dry time. And it has this kind of, it preps for stylability. So you can layer another styling product on top of it, and it's not going to weigh the hair down. So definitely, if you've never tried our glossing cream, please do so. But if you've never tried it as a cutting aid, I want you to do so. It's really good. And I think that you'll find that it's going to be your go-to for a cutting aid. Last is, I think this is the last one in our PK, is our finishing. And of course, if you've ever had an opportunity to kind of think about products like a house, you know, there is the foundation. Now, the foundation is always shampoos and conditioners. Then there's the structure of it, and that is styling products. And then the roof is finishing. We have to be able to finish our styles. And we've come up with a really great hairspray that is our buildable hairspray. So there's a difference between a setting spray and a working spray, and buildable hairspray is a working spray. So you can use a little or a light amount, and that's just going to give you some light hold, but the hair you can actually still move your fingers through it, things like that. Or you can work up to it to get a firmer finish. So that's what I love about working sprays, is that I'm the one that's in control. I'm the one that puts the amount on that is needed for the end style results that I'm looking for. So just know that a working spray gives you all that ability from light styling to a total set finish in just one can. Also, this has a lasting hold and it's humidity resistant. It coats evenly and it dries very quickly, which I think also is an important thing whenever we think about hairsprays, because we don't want droplets on the hair. So you want to make certain that, I'm going to grab my hairspray can really quick. Is that thickening spray here? Come on. I just want to share with you guys, whenever you are actually applying a hairspray to the hair, shake the can really well. But so that you don't get droplets, you really want to make certain that you're holding that can, the can length away or even farther. So anywhere from 8 to 10 inches, and then apply the product that way. If you get too close, it's going to make the hair wet and it's going to form those droplets that you don't want to deal with at all. Ben, before I move on, are there any other questions? Does anybody have any other questions about product knowledge for me? Has this been good information? Let Ben know if this has been good information. So what I want you to know is out on our resource center, there is a product guide. And I'm sorry, it's not the resource center. There's a typo here. It's the resource center. We have a product guide. And so if you need to actually print something out, post it in your back room, this is in the resource center under product education. And this is where you'll find it. It's actually not in the drop-down menu. It's at the bottom of the page. And this actually is a guide. There's also cocktailing tips in there. And a little bit of some styling tips at the same time. So definitely go and check that out. Next on the Resource Center, I wanted to just talk to you a little bit about talking products and making certain that we feel confident and comfortable doing it. I always say that there are two things that can happen whenever we're educating and recommending product. One is that we don't know our product knowledge. So I'm hoping that today, this class has helped you kind of fill that need. But I also think that it's how do we approach it? I stood behind the chair in Great Clip salons for 17 years. And I heard hundreds of stylists ask this question. Do you want any product in your hair today? And I want us to think about that question. 9 times out of 10, when we ask that question, we're going to hear the word no. And so what I would like for you to do is I would really like for you to get out of that habit of asking if they want any products in their hair today. You want me to put some gel in your hair today? Because every time we ask a closed-ended question, and closed-ended questions are meant for clarification, and it doesn't produce a conversation. Whenever we use closed-ended questions, 9 times out of 10, we're going to hear the word no when it comes to applying product in the hair. So one of the easiest things for us to do is feel like we have a little bit of a better understanding about talking product. And so out on our resource center, we have this document. It's called the Conversation Starters. The first page of it is gathering the information for the right product recommendation. This is asking them questions in the consultation so that they feel like they're able to tell you about their wants, their needs, and their concerns. This is also where we can identify any problems that we're seeing as hairdressers, ask about their daily routine and how they're styling their hair, how much time they have. Ask them to tell you some things that they would like to change about their hair or what they like about their hair. This gets the conversation started. Then use the house of products. And how are you going to use this? Every time that you educate and recommend a customer on products in the chair, and you go and you check them out, either they buy a product or they don't buy a product. And if they buy a product, it automatically goes into the clip notes. So we're going to want to make certain that we look at those clip notes to identify what it was that they purchased the last time, and then think about the house of products. Well, if they purchased a styling product, now I want to get them into a foundation product. I want to get them into a shampoo or a conditioner. Or if they bought a styling product, and now it's time to get them into a finisher, the roof of the house. So definitely think about what it was that they purchased last and what can we then help to add to the routine that they're creating at home. But what do we do with the customer that says no? First, we don't take it personal. When a customer says no, I want you to celebrate the no, because you did your job and you educated and you recommended the customer on products. Excuse me. The truth is to be at 10% at retail, you're going to hear 9 no's before you hear 1 yes. So don't let the no's get you down. But we have to take it one step further. We need to add that into the clip notes. So every time you're doing a product recommendation and the customer chooses not to purchase it that day, get it in the clip notes so that we can build upon that the next time that they come in. All right. And then the last page is all about how do we start the conversation? What do you like most about your hair? If you could change one thing about your hair, what would it be? Like, these are all opening questions that we can actually ask the customer to lend us to having a product conversation with them. So don't be afraid to review all of these sheets. Again, they are out on our resource center, and they are not under, they're under education, but you're going to see it at the bottom of the page, not in a drop-down menu. And then last but not least, you guys, I just wanted to share with you kind of what is happening on our YouTube channel. So in 2022, we decided that we were going to make our Salon Innovations YouTube channel our education hub, because it's easy for you to be able to watch our videos or any videos at all at any time. And that's what's great about mobile or you know, on mobile devices. You can actually watch it in bed, you can watch it at your dining room table or in the backs of your salons. What you're going to find within this YouTube channel are a lot of different playlists. We have Mythbusters, product bites, hair hacks, product knowledge videos. We also host our Retail to Great videos with our vendors under the Retail to Great playlist. So definitely go and check it out. But one of the things that I'm going to ask you to do, I'm going to invite you to do this, and I know we hear this on every YouTube channel that we watch. You have to subscribe and you have to ring the bell. And the reason why that is because the only way you're going to know when we've uploaded something new is to get a notification. And I know notifications can be a little bit bothersome, so don't be afraid to go into your phones and set your notifications to like vibrate, or, you know, it just pops up a banner or whatever is most convenient for you. But definitely like our YouTube channel, because it is a way for you to be able to get really great product knowledge, especially deeper product knowledge on the solutions products, as well as participating in our Retail to Great program. I am done for today. Does anyone have any final questions for me at all? I wanted just to leave you on this note. If you have any other questions or you're needing help at all, you have a business development manager in your market, don't ever be afraid to reach out to your Salon Innovations business development manager. You guys, they are so supportive and they're there for you. They're there to help you grow, and they want to see you become a great success. So just know that you've got a business development manager, we call them BDMs, in your back pocket, and reach out to them if you need anything. I want to thank you so much for being here with me today. It was a pleasure spending time with you. I hope that this was helpful. Tell all of your friends that this video will be on our YouTube channel under live and they can watch it. Take care. Bye-bye.